Hi everyone, I'm Jen Broyles and I'm here with Betty Murray with Living Well Dallas, and we are excited to announce that we have a new service to offer all of our clients, and it's actually an at-home sleep study test, and it's really geared towards people with sleep apnea to diagnose sleep apnea and then learn how to treat it. And Betty, I'm curious, my question is, what can people expect from this test? What kind of expectations can you kind of set forth for them if the test is appropriate?
Sure. So even if you've had a prescription written by a previous physician to get a sleep test at a sleep clinic, the first thing that we do is we have a consultation with one of our physicians. And the reason why we do this is our physicians go way beyond just meeting with you for 5 minutes and writing a prescription. Your sleep issues may or may not be sleep apnea related, and there may be many other things that can be contributing to your sleep problems. So we evaluate the sleep apnea concern, plus many other multifactorial things: stress, your eating, your relationship status, what your body's doing, your digestive function. All those other things go into that first visit. So we make sure that the sleep study has all the right information behind it, and that if there's other testing that needs to be done that can help you, then we can get that information as well. So what you can expect from that is you'd have your first visit with one of our clinician physicians to evaluate your sleep study kind of readiness. Are you a high score for needing the sleep study? We use a standardized Epworth scale to determine that. We send you home with a very easy device. If you can put on a baseball cap and just put a little tiny nose cannula in your nose, it's very simple, it's not up your nose but on your nose, you can wear the sleep device. You go home with it, you turn it on, it tells you exactly what to do, you lay down, you go to sleep, it turns itself off, and then you do it for 2 days, and then you bring it back to the office. We upload the data and it gets evaluated by a sleep doc specialist and then returned to us for interpretation. And then from that information, the really neat thing that you can learn, definitely it will give you the information on whether you're waking up throughout the night, how frequent, how often, how kind of the veracity of it, how much is going on, how much you move around, whether you get up or not, how long you've been up, REM sleep status, which for me was very, very interesting because I took the test, of course, and I'm a woman in my 40s, so sleep is a challenge. And what was interesting is I did the sleep study test, and for a course of over 7 hours, I never hit REM sleep. So REM sleep is your most restorative sleep. And without that, your body is basically running on stress all the time. It needs to do that to rebuild. And so that was very, very telling. I don't have sleep apnea, so I don't qualify for that. But it allowed me to start looking at and working with the doctors here to figure out what we can do to manipulate REM sleep to get more quality sleep. So even if you don't wake up because you're snoring like a freight train, it may be beneficial for you to actually do it if you are having interrupted sleep or insomnia. It was very, very telling to me because I'd sworn for years that I probably wasn't getting REM sleep. Now I know. So it can be very, very beneficial. And it's not scary because you're in your own home. And I think that's really, really valuable.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, that sounds like a perfect opportunity for a lot of people. And the great thing about this specific test is it is very affordable. It's it's significantly less than the sleep test that you have that you use, and you have to go to an actual clinic and do it. And like Betty said, this is out of the comfort of your own home, so it's much more enjoyable and manageable too. And so sleep disorders of all kinds affect many of us out there, and sleep apnea is a big one. So I encourage you to give us a call and set up your consultation if sleep is causing you a problem, and come in and find out if a sleep test is right for you. You can reach us at 972-930-0260. Thanks.